welcome back to my channel. I am Tori D, and welcome back to Simplicity is Tea. I am the T, his the T, that is me. And yeah, it is Saturday. It's Saturday. I'm probably going to change my shirt, but it is Saturday, and I am going to do, if you can tell by the title, we are actually going to do some apartment hunting / shopping before I make my final decision. Actually, I've already made my decision. But this is the outfit for today. Cute little braids. They're not that cute, but it'll do. But yeah, we are actually going to go apartment shopping. I'm going to the city of Dallas today. That's actually where I'm going to be living. I'm actually going to go tour my apartment. I'm not going to tell you guys where I'm living but yeah. So my friend lives about 50 minutes away, so we're gonna have a long little drive. But in the meantime, this video is basically to show you guys the ins and outs of apartment hunting. Me being a leasing agent, I can actually help you guys what to look for, what to shop for, what to, bring up in those questions and things like that. So, all right, guys, let's go. So, we honestly might have to change my shirt because I keep having to pull my clothes down, and I don't like that. That's just something I don't like. I wore this top on my birthday, and I got it from Shein. Yeah, this is one of the ones that's just, it's not gonna work how you want it to work. However, it is very, very hot outside today, but we're gonna make it shape. We're gonna make it do what it do. I'm gonna change into my shoes when I get there, but like I said, it's a 50-minute drive. So yeah. All right. So I had to make like 3 trips back upstairs because I forgot stuff. But now we're about to be on our way. I'm gonna drop this stuff off at the trash can, and then we're gonna head on. It's gonna take me an hour just to get there. So I'm probably gonna stay in the city for a little bit, for a little while today. So yeah. So I am in like a it's moving, but it's standstill traffic. That is the only thing that I don't miss about Dallas, but it's not as bad as Houston and Atlanta. So I will say that to me, because I know how the girls like to get in a tussle and argue in the comment section. So, but then again, nobody comments on my stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not too far from the location. I think I got like 10 more minutes till I get there. So I'm super excited because it is a new build. So I'm ready to see exactly what it looks like. I'm really adamant on putting my name on something, and I don't really too much know about the location. So I have about maybe 3 locations that I want to go to today, but other than that, we're just gonna go with the flow. And yeah, probably take some, I'm definitely gonna take some pictures, so stay tuned. So that was the first location. It was very nice. I actually really like that apartment. It's really cute. The location is a plus for me because it's walking distance to pretty much everything, and me being me, y'all know I like to walk. See, I love to walk. So we walking. The location is walking distance and it's very nice. So the plus side to that one, nobody has ever lived in that apartment. So I will be the first person to live in there. It sits literally right off of the what is this? Well, the Sam's Club is right here. Sam's now is right here, so that's a plus too. So yeah, off to the next location. All right, guys, we are at location number 2. We are at location number 2. I'm gonna say right now, I personally just don't like the location. And I don't think parking is an issue, but it's the fact that it's over a whole bunch of retail shops. I've lived like that in Atlanta before, where you're pretty much, we were above a restaurant, we were above a bar. Some people like it. Like I said, it's my personal preference. I personally just don't like it. And we're gonna see what it's about. And then I'll probably go grab some lunch. So the other location is by appointment only. So yeah, we're gonna see this one and call it a day. Amenity fees and everything that's included.
So you have $200 for the application fee,
Okay.
and you also have the $85 for the other application as well. And then are you having a dog?
No pets.
Okay, no pets. So you don't have a dog.
No pets.
And then we have the $250 deposit.
Okay. See, those are questions that you guys need to ask when you're on tour. One of the things that I personally hate that people ask me as a leasing agent is basically how much everything is, and you already told them on the tour, pretty much.
And also one thing to add is for parking.
Okay.
So parking is included, so it's
Okay.
complimentary.
So that's another thing out here in Texas. I know they charge for parking in Atlanta, but since I've been here, a lot of people do. They, especially in the city, they do charge for parking. So if you are planning on moving to Dallas, please make sure if you're trying to be in the inner city, you're 9 times out of 10 going to be paying for parking. And also, I'm throwing my rings. Also, no amenity fees. I know a lot of people charge for amenity fees. I know my apartment complex in Atlanta, we charge for amenities fees, and we couldn't really explain to them what it was. They just asked if they're charging for amenity fees, asked if they're charging for like utility service fees. Also ask for water and sewage questions, because a lot of people don't know that the water can be allocated, but you also be charged at flat rate fees. So ask those questions. And valet trash. That is a thing out here. Valet trash. And is parking first come, first serve?
Yes, so you have,
ask those questions.
you have up between the 3rd floor all the way up to 6.
Okay. Most places, like the property that I just came from, parking was first come, first serve, but we also had like a reserve fee.
Yes.
However, we didn't have visitors parking.
We have visitors parking, and it's complimentary.
Oh, and it's complimentary. No towing. That is a big major thing out here. They will tow your vehicle. Make sure you guys also keep in mind that most places that are mid-rises and high-rises, especially if you're trying to be in the city, they are going to be key fob entry only. Like the one that I just came from, you guys saw was keyless entry with the phone. So especially with the newer builds,
Yes.
you're probably not going to get a regular key. So if you are old-fashioned, old school, good luck. You might want to move outside of the outskirts, and even them, they're changing their key lock system. So it's a pro and con. It has its ups and it has its downs, but I honestly would recommend doing it that way.
We have a 24-hour concierge to let you in.
And then they have a 24-hour concierge to let you guys in. I'm also going to put in the description box where I am as well, because, you know, I forget. And what's your name?
Courtney.
Courtney. Make sure you guys come and see Courtney. She is at 3700M. She's amazing. So make sure you guys come see Courtney. Tell them Tori sent you. All right, guys. So the tour went really, really great. Courtney dropped a lot of gems. She also put my head up on a lot of things as well. So I hope you guys were listening. When I get a chance to actually sit down to go further in depth on what it is to look for in an apartment, what not to look for. Of course, I'm going to drop that as well. I'll make this a part of the vlog. But in the meantime, I am actually going to go take myself out to eat. And yeah, guys, I am at Cantina Laredo. I'm going to eat me some Mexican food. They have a 4.6 rating, so y'all know how big I am on ratings. So we are going to try it out and we shall see. So guys, I am out. I have a lemonade. I don't drink, so you guys know that. And if you didn't know that, I don't drink. It's a backstory to that. I'll probably tell the story one day. But I ordered the steak fajita burrito, and of course I got some queso, so I'm excited to taste it. So guys, this is my food. I'm waiting on class 6 so I can begin, but it looks good. So far so good. Hey guys, all right, so I finally had time to settle down. I actually just recorded a vlog, so if you guys, I don't know which one I'm gonna upload first. I think I'm gonna probably upload this one first. Go ahead and tap into this apartment hunting video. So one of the things that I do want to tell you guys, when it comes to apartment hunting, please just make sure that it is okay to shop with other people and tell your leasing agents where you are shopping. It honestly helps us. The reason why, you know, we're trying to, rent is high. So we're trying to break down prices for you guys. We're trying to basically make sure we're offering you guys the best rate. We're offering you guys the better everything. You know, have you guys ever come to that point where you see an apartment that you really, really like, you're falling in love with it, but it's just that one price range that's just kicking you? And then you go down the street next to the competitor and they're missing just maybe one or two things that the other apartment has, but they're in your budget. That's our purpose of asking you guys, where else are you shopping? It's not us trying to be nosy or anything like that. We're really just trying to, you know, basically ask where you're shopping. To your leasing agent, as much information is the best. I see a lot of people that come in and say, oh, I have an open price range, and then when we give you guys the budget, you're like, oh, that's too high. No, we're not asking you guys, you know, is there a price range you're trying to stay within? We're not asking you that because we're trying to be nosy. We are asking you guys this basically to find what best fits for you. What is it that you're wanting in an apartment? Do you want a washer and dryer? Do you want space? Are you looking for more closet room? Do you need shelf space? Do you need an open kitchen? Do you like windows? Do you like a sky view? Do you need a balcony? Does it matter? You know, things like that. And a lot of you guys do not realize that those are some things that you don't ask, even when it comes to buying a house. As far as purchasing a house, like, those are some things that you're wanting. Like, I know for me, once we get to that point where we're breaking ground and we're wanting to build our house from ground up, like me, I need windows. I love light. I need to be facing Do you need to be facing north to south? I need to be facing wherever the morning sunlight comes in. Afternoon sunlight, I don't really too much care about. My favorite part of my sunlight is morning sunlight. Some people don't care about these things, but you would be surprised. Those are some things that you honestly want to consider, especially when it comes to apartment shopping. A lot of you guys probably don't think that that is something that matters, but it really is. That eliminates a lot of confusion, which brings me to, do not fall in love with the model unit. I see this happen so many times. A lot of you guys say, oh, well, I want to see the model. And then we're like, okay, but the model doesn't look like this particular, especially if it does not look like that particular unit. Please don't, because then you fall in love with the model because it has furniture in it, for one. So you're basically visualizing where you would put things, where you would have this. And then on top of that, most of the furniture you don't even have in your apartment. No shade, but it's just being completely honest. Let's be real. A lot of you guys are not doing a modern classic look or a boho chic look. Let's just not. Knowing your area, especially for moms out there. If you're a single mom like me, I'm a single mother. So knowing my area in particular, basically knowing where I need to be, especially school-wise. I'm very, very picky when it comes to the school district. So knowing, you know, where he's going to go to school at, if they have a bus that's coming, and things such as that. So you got to factor in those things, especially if you're planning on moving into the city. I get it. Especially with us younger moms, we want a better life for our kids. We want to experience living in the city, but you also have to understand where in the city that you're living at. One of the things that I regret is living in the high rise because there's so much going on, like the traffic there, which is really prone to, you know, attract a lot of crime. And I'm not saying I'm not saying that you guys don't attract a lot of crime in the suburbs, but basically what I'm saying is you do attract a lot of crime in the city. So that was one of the things that I do honestly kind of regret, that I did live in the city per se in that particular area. But when I was in West Midtown in Atlanta, it was completely different because I was still in the city, but at the same time I was on the outskirts of the city. So like me going deep in the city was like 10-15 minutes down the road. So yeah, driving distance, is it close to your job? Where is it some things that you want to go? A lot of you get these places where it's nice, but you're also fighting traffic in the morning. Make sure you map quest, guys, because these, especially in major cities, these major cities are growing. So you're getting more traffic, more people are coming, it's growing. So I honestly would just, when it comes to apartment hunting, make sure you look at it. The next thing that I want to touch on when it comes to apartment hunting is asking about noise cancellation. So some apartment complexes, they don't disclose the information. They definitely can tell you if, you know, because they walk the units. They can be transparent. I tell people, you know, I don't necessarily get noise complaints. However, you do have to factor in that you do live in a apartment complex. If you don't necessarily know as a leasing agent what your apartment community is made out of, those are questions that you can ask. Ask those questions. You'll be surprised. I get these type of questions on my tours. What is the building made of? What type of carpet is it? What type of flooring is it? Is it real wood? Is it slate plank? You know, one of the biggest things that I see when it comes to leasing and renting apartments, understanding your cancellation move-out letter. A lot of people think that, oh, it's just a notice, 30-day notice, and I can go. No. Please read your lease, guys. Please read your lease. It is a 30, some people do 30 days, some people do 60. Regardless, 30 to 60-day notice plus 2 months rent. Majority of the places are like that. 2 months rent is basically the rent that the month that you're living in, and then the next month that you're moving out. It sucks, but at the same time, it's basically there to, you're breaking your lease, and it's we're not prepared to have this unit on the market. So basically, for you paying for that extra additional month, it's basically to cover the cost of us having to release that unit. But please, guys, please read your lease. If that is something that you do not agree upon, please, communicate that to your property management company. Maybe you guys need to part ways. But one thing that I do hate is that people, they don't read their lease and they come down to the leasing office and they automatically deem the leasing team the reason as to why they are having to pay $3,000 in the month of November, the way they're breaking their lease. It's written in your lease contract. Another thing that I want to point out when it comes to renting and leasing your apartment: understanding what you are signing, understand what you are paying for. There's an application fee. The application fee goes towards the application altogether. This is what we use to process the application. You're signing the paper. We're killing trees. Admin fee is the fee that we use to go through all the credit screening. So a lot of people ask this question: what is the admin fee for? And a lot of people get the wrong answer. They either get, oh, it's for you to take the unit off the market. To, oh, you're holding the unit. No. Eliminate all the middlemen. Your admin fee is basically paying for us to process the screening. This takes 24 to 48 hours. I stress to people all the time: please make sure, if you're wanting to get approved for an apartment right then and there, make sure you have all your ducks in a row. Another thing that I want to touch on is basically fraudulent activities. A lot of apartment complexes are cracking down on fraudulent activity. We use a lot of systems when it comes to finding out if you're fraud. So we use CRM is one of them, and then First Advantage plus Approve Shield. So if you know that you're trying to do Airbnb, which a lot of apartment complexes do not do, and if you know that you're doing fraudulent activity, you might want to avoid those people that do. You also need to ask these apartment complexes about credit scores. They can give you that information. It might not be a specific score, but they can let you know the screening company that they go with. Last but not least, when it comes to apartments, let's talk about pricing. Nowadays, especially when it comes to living in the city, not some more so the outskirts, but mostly living in the city, you want to make sure that you get the correct price and how long the quote is good for. Some quotes are good for 24 hours, 48, or 72. Because you are quoted for a price does not mean that particular unit goes to you. Not until you actually put your name down and apply to that particular apartment complex. Apartment complex in that unit. All in all, make sure you're calling, make sure you're actually getting the accurate price. Some people don't update their websites. Majority of the times the websites update on real time, but I would just double check. Make sure you're going, when it comes to these apartments, especially if you're moving out of state, see if they can send you videos, see if they can send you pictures. I personally wouldn't recommend putting my name on an apartment without going to tour it first. A lot of people offer virtual touring because of COVID, and now with monkeypox and everything, because we are an essential employers, we will probably go back to virtual touring as well. All in all, I say this to say, just ask questions. If you are planning on moving to another state or out of state, just keep in mind times are different. So you're honestly not going to find an apartment that's under $1,800 nowadays. To living in a better area, you're honestly going to be paying with a 1-bedroom between $1,800 to $2,100, with a 2-bedroom between $2,200 to $2,500, close to $3,000. And for 3 bedrooms, get a house. Wraps up this segment, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Go ahead and comment down below what else you guys will want me to talk about on my channel. Make sure you tune in. Tell a friend and tell their friends to tune into 𝘬𝘭𝘫 is tea, and tap in. Tune into my next vlog. Make sure you tap that notification bell so you can get all updates, and like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, guys.
Hey guys, need help with all your Amazon shopping? Head over to my Amazon store at www.amazon.com/shop/tori.__d and shop all of your Amazon needs.